I can present a few things to you. First being a memorandum of understanding between the Lebanon County Correctional Facility and the Montgomery County Correctional Facility. This would be for the housing of inmates if and when that were ever needed, for a rate of $110 per day for each inmate housed at the Montgomery County facility. Medical expenses beyond the everyday, let me back up, 24-hour medical care would be provided. Any expenses beyond the everyday care, such as transport or specialized care, would be the cost of Lebanon County. They are a prime care facility, which was something that the warden was seeking when she was seeking this kind of coverage. This has been reviewed by the solicitor and gone over and over by the warden, and so recommend its approval.
May I ask just one question before I make a motion? How does, I don't see uniforms mentioned. Will they wear our uniforms or their uniforms when they're there?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I would assume theirs, because
Okay.
it would be in their care.
All right. I just wondered because it talks about, you know, food and medical and that sort of thing and housing, but it doesn't mention the clothing. And so I just had a question. I mean, I'm sure they'll work it out.
I assume they would follow their operational procedures since it become their inmate.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the Montgomery County Correctional Facility backup housing arrangement.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded, and I think, just to repeat, that this is not anything we're looking to impose on anything right now, but just to have it in place.
In case
Should
we
it-
run into
should we need
problems.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no intent, I mean, there's no one moving from our facility to their facility at this point. I think it's fair to say that this was precipitated by potentially a need for that, but population is down around 260. There's some relief here as you're seeing correctional officers and so on. So the coverage is improving, and but just as she sought a contract with Lehigh County for juveniles, it's good to have this in place. And this may not be the only one. I know there's some other facilities she's spoken to, so we may end up with a couple just to have some depth.
Why so far? I mean, it's not that far, but I mean,
Across
you
the
know.
state.
Not every jail has capacity.
or
So when she put the word out, you know, that's what you get, is whoever has capacity. I mean,
Well, not only capacity, but the employee issue is prevalent throughout, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
also a factor.
and for the warden, it was a requirement that they be a prime care facility as well, be contracted with prime care, because that way they can access medical records through their own network wherever they are. So we didn't want to go to a non-prime care and then starting over with medical care, so to speak.
And is it like some 30-some, maybe half of the counties have prime care? I don't remember. It's quite a number.
Remember how many counties they have?
You remember
when
that?
they did their report, I can't remember. the
Yeah,
number, but they
it was a
mentioned that.
significant number. I couldn't remember the exact number.
Okay. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. So moved.
Okay. I have two items from Community Action Partnership. One is a budget modification for the Community Services Block Grant. This is to allocate funds for extended rental assistance and emergency shelter assistance. These funds must be used by September 30th, 2022. And they would be reimbursements for administration, assistant director, fiscal director, and the caseworker to administer the program for $30,500 between now and the end of September.
Seek a motion?
Motion to approve.
I'll second the motion. I do have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Why would we not give this to housing with the rest of it?
That's a different program that they're administering. This is Community Service Block Grant, which is something that CAP has always administered.
Okay.
What the emergency rental assistance ERAP program that housing is administering is a standalone.
So
I'm
ERAP
gonna
is
say- I'm
different
gonna say
than
one
shelter.
time,
Okay.
one time or for years, a few years it's going to be, but
There's so many
it's a standalone-
similarities.
It's a
That's-
standalone program. CSBG is something CAP has historically always
Okay.
administered.
You answered my question, thank you.
Anything else? If not, I'd seek a motion to approve this community
Thank
action
you.
partnership.
Mike made one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Yes,
go ahead.
we have a motion.
Who was the motion?
Mike made the motion and I
Okay.
seconded.
Okay. No further discussion. All in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. So moved.
Okay, and along those lines, then, we would like to contract with Lillian Morales, who at one time was a full-time employee of CAP, but has since left, but is available for the administration of the rental assistance program for this funding for CSPG. So this would be a contract that would go until the end of September.
Make a motion to contract with Lillian Morales to implement this program for CAP.
Second motion.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any other questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. So ordered.
Okay. I have a hotel tax grant request from the Caring Cupboard for tourism grant funding. This would be for the Truck Trek, which is a food truck and arts fest of Central PA and Palmyra. And they are looking, this is their 7th year, and they are expecting to spend about $15,000 on the program and are asking for a grant of $5,000 toward the improvement and expanding of the marketing for the event.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve that hotel tax request. Caring Cupboard, any questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. So moved.
Okay, and the last item I have is the approval, or the consideration, I should say, anticipated approval of the Marcellus Shale grant applications for 11 organizations who are applying for this funding. This funding originated in 2013 through the Commonwealth for...
We may want to spend some time on this.
Okay.
It's time for Jonathan to,
Let me let-
he's usually very prompt.
Except today.
It's not here.
Okay.
We can start if you want.
Okay.
Barb.
Did you ask,
Yeah, she didn't reach him. She tried to
Patty.
call him, but didn't reach him.
So which way do you want to go?
Well, go ahead.
All right.
They're on time.